Hello everyone, it's Deepa here speaking to you from New Zealand. It's the 8th of January 2022 and this is my first model train video for the year. Some of you may have noticed that I did produce an automotive video on the 1st, which was a drive in my Mazda MX-5. So if you're a car enthusiast, then that might be worth having a look at. In the meantime, I thought, what I should do for the new year, and I came up with this idea, which is my modified Class 37. This is a Hornby Loco with the Ringfield motor, and I've modified that so it has traction tyre drive to all of the driving wheels on one bogie, and that's made it considerably more powerful. So what I've done is I've connected as many relatively free running coaches as I could find, which at this point numbers 30 coaches, and I'm just going to see how that loco goes with pulling that train. Some of you may have seen the video made last year where it managed to haul 26 coaches. So I just thought I'll try that, and as always, without any further testing, I'll just see if it works, and you'll be able to see the results of that. So I've got my H&M Duet controller here, which is what I'm using to control the first two tracks of the layout, and we'll just run this particular train on its own, I think, for the moment, and see what happens. So I'm just turning the controller. You'll be able to see the coaches moving shortly. The question in my mind has been whether the coaches fall inwards given the weight of the train, and I guess we're about to find out if that happens. So far so good. I'll just go over here and we can follow it round. Here's the loco. There's some of the train behind it, you can see. The loco itself is superbly powerful now, so it's very pleasing to see that it's able to haul even such a long train as this one. So as the last coaches come round, which is that last Caledonian coach, I'll just swing round and you'll be able to see where the loco is. The most difficult point for the loco is around there, where the weight of the coaches is very much against it. But this loco seems to be doing perfectly fine in pulling that lot. The traction tyres, and I did actually add a bit of extra weight with some lead on the inside of the loco as well, so I think that's made a difference to its ability to haul a load, and that's very pleasing. So we'll just watch that coming round. And what I thought I would do after using this loco to haul this train is to see if my Hornby Double Barnstaple loco can actually haul it as well, which would be a nice challenge for it. I think it doesn't have traction tyres, of course, so it would depend solely on its body weight for grip. So what I'll do, to be fair to that particular loco, is I'll stop this train at the as much of it as I can on the long straight. That will allow the loco to get at least a decent start without having the weight of the train against it. So I'm just coming back to the controller, and when most of this train is on the straight track, I'll just start slowing it down, probably about there. And that's the train mostly on the straight. There are a couple of coaches just around there. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'll just pause for a second and change over locos, and I'll come back to you. Hi again everyone. So what I've done is I've connected the Barnstaple loco to a Hornby Double coach, a suburban coach in this case. I've removed that coach there from the train to make it still a 30 coach train, and the reason I've done that is of course because I had forgotten that The 00 Loco still has its Hornby 00 coupler on it, which is not particularly compatible with the Tri-ing Hornby setup. You can actually do it. The Tri-ing Hornby hook will actually slip over the top of the Hornby 00 coupler and it will hold, but I think if you're pulling a large load it's slightly off center, and so could cause issues. So I just changed over to a coach which my dad actually adapted for me when I was a child back in London back in the 1960s, when he bought a set of 4 Suburban, I think 2 Suburban coaches and 2 composite coaches from Hamleys in High Holborn, just after 00 had been sold to Tri-ing, and they were priced at £1 each. So that sounds like not very much these days, but actually back in those days I seem to recall it was something like 1/8 of the price of our weekly cost of renting our house. So it probably was quite a bit of money. So anyway, I've still got the coaches, and here's one of them which had been adapted so that my Tri-ing and Hornby Locos could pull the train. So I'm going to give this a try now and see what happens. I suspect there'll be some wheel slip, so I will just head back to here where my controllers are, and we'll give this a try. So I'm going to apply a bit of power and see if the train starts to move at all. I can hear wheel spin, but the train is moving. So I've actually given it full power just so that it'll get a bit of a move on it with these coaches coming off the straight and onto some of the curves. And that's actually moving along at quite a speed. I might slow it down a bit, but I'm getting a bit nervous. So here comes the Loco. And when you consider this was made according to the documentation I got with the Loco, this was made in about 1962. It's definitely got some wheel slip there, especially at this point here in the layout, which is particularly tricky. As you can see there, it's a bit tricky to get around the weight of the train, which is like all the way back here. It is actually doing it with wheel slip. So I'm just going to go up to here and you can observe the Loco as it comes along, and the train. Much better once it's got the full weight of the train, almost the full weight of the train on the straight. And there it goes. And the Loco is just coming around this side, so I'll just hold the camera here. You can see it as the whole train goes past. It's just slowing down again as the Loco loses traction over this end, just again with the weight of the train, but it is actually pulling it. I think it has just stopped. I'm going to give the coaches a little push just to let the Loco get some traction. Hopefully that'll pick up. It's not on full speed at the moment. Since I reduced speed, of course, it's probably having a bit more difficulty getting that load pulled along, but there it goes. So I think without overtaxing it too much further, I'll just let it come back round and then I'll stop the Loco at that point. But that does appear to be able to start the train and pull it, I think, if you give full power straight away. So I've just done that now. There it is on full. Here it comes. And with full power applied, it will in fact pull the weight of the train even against that considerable weight that it's pulling against, with some wheel spin to the effect. So I'm going to stop at this point just so I don't overtax an elderly locomotive, but I think you'll all agree that that's quite an impressive feat for an older loco, and difficult to reproduce with probably any current Hornby locos that I have. I might actually give my Black 5 a try. That's a 1970s loco and has got 6 traction tyres on the tender, so I might give that a go, and if that is successful I'll produce a video of that as well. Once again, just thanking everyone for your kind likes, comments, and of course for subscribing, and I also would like to thank Paul, one of my early subscribers, who in fact made a comment in the Barnstaple loco just in relation to the fact that it would probably pull a load greater than, I think it was 22 coaches that I got it to try originally, and obviously it is possible with some wheel slip, it is possible to haul that train on this particular layout. So thanks to Paul, and of course thanks to all of you who have been watching over the years, and I'll obviously continue producing some further videos. Now, just in relation to that, you'll notice the pile up of boxes all over the place, and some of you may recall from an earlier video there is to be some insulation done, unfortunately, in the floor of the attic, which means the entire layout will have to be dismantled and obviously everything cleared off the floor, so that that can be applied. And there's a hot water cylinder here, and my area of, I'm not sure what you call that really, I suppose it's typical of anyone who works on model trains. All this items stored here as well, going around to here, plus what I can only describe as a dumping ground for old boxes and things in this corner, plus all of that. So that's all going to have to go downstairs. All of this is going to have to be dismantled, and then what's going to happen is that the people are going to come in and do the floor work, and then we'll hopefully be able to rebuild. So I'll keep you posted on that, but in the meantime, thanks once again, and talk to you all soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.